So we're over here in premium camping, and we were like number 3 or 4 in, and we believe we got the best spot. We truly got the best spot.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to see where we're at?
We got the best spot.
Check us out. Look at that shade zone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Looking forward to that. I can see me walking along with it.
Welcome, Overland Expo PNW 2024.
Hey guys, Michael with Wanderlust Overland. We're here at Overland Expo in the Long Range America booth. We're showing off our new Alublack tray canopies from South Africa. We got a couple applications. We got Tundra, Gladiator, Tacoma, and quite a few others coming, full sizes. Separate complete bed replacement, flat bed. Canopy is a separate unit that bolts in 4 bolts and 2 clips. You've got little square tubes right here. Put your jacks in. You can lift it up and drive out, unhook your electrical first, and have a full flatbed to use. And comes in a couple of different configurations. You can get it without all the boxes, do your own build out, and then a couple of different levels. And then this one right here has the full build out, so you got actually 5 units. This one's designed for your electrical. You can fit 2 Group 31 batteries in there, plus all inverter and all of that. You got your storage boxes. This one's your storage boxes. Comes with a slide out aluminum table.
Wait a minute, what is this?
It's a slide down aluminum table.
Oh, literally.
Yeah, you just slide it out.
Right
and
on.
Slides in and out.
That is slick, man.
Comes pre-wired with LED lights. We got storage boxes behind on both sides. This one I'm going to set up for my onboard air. And then probably one of my favorite features on these is this big storage box in the rear. Recovery gear, tools. It's got built-in drain holes, so if you put something wet in there, it'll drain and air out. All of the canopies come with the ladder, the spare tire mount. You don't have to buy any of that separate. It comes with the roof rack up top, and it comes with roof rack risers. So right now mine's kind of flush mount, and it comes with risers to raise the roof rack about 2 inches.
Okay.
In case you want a little extra height.
Right.
And then coming around this side, we've got our 2 kind of kitchen modules. We got kitchen module with the stove, built-in stove. And then we got our pantry module here with 2 actual prep tables on this. So you got drawers up there. You can open those up.
Dude, that's not, man, that's smooth.
Yeah, they roll really nice. Pull out prep table here, and then even another fold down prep table. Good there night. And then also comes with a fridge slide. This is a different one than actually comes with it, because this is the one that actually fit the fridge that I had for now. Comes with a pull out tilt down fridge slide as well.
Right on.
So,
and what about the awning?
Awnings are separate, but the one that I've got on here is actually a Kamek. I don't know if are you familiar with the Kameks?
You sell them?
Yeah, I sell them.
Good.
It'll be a really quick demo right here. Kamek awning is a straight pull awning. It locks out in 3 positions. This is the middle position. Tension it up to take it down.
How much wind can we have in this?
It's rated to 25 miles an hour.
And is this got a UV protectant on the top?
It does, yeah.
Okay.
And then to close it up, you just click that button there, give it a quick little pull.
It's not Bluetooth?
It's not Bluetooth, not electric, nothing to break.
Oh man.
So,
no, great.
And then that's it. One of the quickest awnings I've ever seen.
How long did it take to have you put the bed on and versus the box?
The initial install on this?
So just for this, so if you already had the box, this on here, how long did it take to put this on?
Depending on how much electrical you have to hook up and stuff, probably about a 10-minute project. Literally, it's 4 bolts and 2 clips. That's all it is.
Okay, so the work is the bed.
The work is the bed to put it on initially, and then this comes on and off super easy.
So this could be a DIY, but
Right now, it only comes as a setup. We're not selling the canopy and the tray separately. Eventually, we're going to do that once everything's rolling.
You install these at Wanderlust.
We install them at Wanderlust. We pull your old bed, put these on. We'll wire all the lighting in and do their sensor ready. We can put the sensors in for your backup sensors, backup camera, go right back in. The only thing that they're not designed for is the blind spot monitoring, which you can shut off.
Right.
No plastic in them.
Right.
And those blind spot monitors need plastic.
Right.
So.
Well, guys, check them out. If you're here today at the expo, come to booth site A502. And I'll tell you what, guys, he did my build. I trust Mike. He's been really honest with me. I'm a handshake guy. He's kept his word all the way through on my build, and I would totally trust him if you guys have a build that you need some help on.
Have fun, yeah.
Okay. How you doing, bud? If you guys want to see carbon fiber tents, A517 at the booth here at PNW 2024.
Oh, hey, y'all, this is Ferdinand with Inspire Overland.
Yep.
Today we are day 2 at Overland Expo Pacific Northwest. We are on booth A517. Today we have the carbon fiber rooftop tent. This is one of the lightest hybrid hardtop rooftop tent in the market at 80 pounds. You can mount things that you can see on top of the tent. It comes standard with the diesel and DC port.
That is nice.
Sides. Also, the attachment of the ladder goes on all around. One of the things that we have on our tent is the hybrid foam air mattress that comes included with the tent. This is when you fully inflate it, it's up to 3 inch.
Okay.
Once you fully deflate it, it's about a 1/4 inch.
Right.
With this system is basically you have foam mattress up top, and then the air mattress basically fill up all the holes on the bottoms, so that way you won't feel any of these platforms. And also we have the moonroof rainfly up top, rainfly and also moonroof right there when you can open up. We also have a door that also works as a rainfly, so it works both ways. And then the design for the doors all around are the mosquito netting will be on the inside, and the actual fabric for the waterproof is outside.
Okay.
By doing that, if you look at on the other side, what that means is you can still have an airflow and privacy at the same times. If you're doing it the other way around, now you can't really have an airflow because you have to cover up on the inside.
Right.
Another thing that we do have also is I already touched the top brackets. You can mount things on top.
How much weight will the shocks hold if we put solar up there?
Yeah, the tent comes standard for 25 kilos, so which is 50 pounds per struts.
Okay.
That's comes standard with this.
Right.
When you buy the carbon fiber top brackets with the crossbars,
Yes.
that package will come with the stronger gas struts.
Okay.
So now at this point, it is really up to you what kind of stuff you want to put up there. So right now with the Max Track, it's fine with the standard. But if you start putting stuff on top, now you're gonna have to really think about, okay, do I really need the stronger gas struts or not? So it's really catered to whatever customers want to put up there. But we provide that in the package. The same thing with the tent, right? The mounting brackets. We even give you a ratchet wrench with the toolkit when you buy the tent. We also provide a longer ladder mount. And we also come with the standards.
Okay.
Most companies charge you for every little things.
Accessorize.
You're correct. We try our best to basically put our accessories. Basically, when you get the tent, you're ready to go without having to go to the store. I mean, of course, there's going to be little things that you need to do some modification, but the 10 allotment came out of the box is pretty much ready to go to your car.
Right.
And then with this car being only an 80 pound, that is so light that it can go universally to pretty much any car, as small as a Prius, all the way up to a full-on Tahoe. This tent, if you pick it up in one of our local location, it will be for $23.99, or we will ship it out to you for $26.49.
Perfect.
Pretty much it.
Thank you very much for taking the time to show us.
I'm actually right now working on a 4-person tent, a queen-size bed tent.
Right.
They are 6-inch height.
Right.
And weigh under 100 pounds.
No way.
Yeah. So, you know, we own our factory ourselves. I do this design myself. It is a family owned.
Right.
So hence I can do a bunch of prototypes and everything.
Thank you. Guys, if you want to come see this booth, he's at booth
B18.
B18. Be there. There's some swag. Come check out the Baja booth. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Some of our local companies that have AMSOIL products to sell retail.
We're proud users of this product, and I am tagging him.
Oh, cool. Oh, very good. Welcome to the AMSOIL booth at the Overland show in the Pacific Northwest, Redmond, Oregon. We brought the first synthetic oil that was American Petroleum Institute approved in 1972 to the market for the American people. And we've been going strong ever since. We started out with a 25,000 mile oil change, and we still have that available. We're all about extended oil drain intervals. We're all about providing a higher level of protection for your equipment. The owner of the company has said that overkill is underrated, and that's kind of the byline that they use here.
That's awesome.
So we have products that can protect your vehicle from bumper to bumper, literally, and also industrial and farming products, commercial.
I exclusively use AMS oil, and I use their synthetics in all my gear areas and engine. And the 040 is what I've been using.
So you're using this guy right here. One of the things that I wanted to highlight at the show here is our European oils.
Right.
There are 8 of them. And the reason for that is that whether you have a BMW or a Mercedes or a Volkswagen or whatever, there's no compromise in the application. Some folks with European cars have found that when they use the wrong oil, one that's not approved for their particular manufacturer, they sludge up.
Oh, they do?
They do. And so using the proper oil for your European vehicle is very important.
It's really important no matter what.
Yes, it is. So we've got small engine oil for your generators, your compressors, that sort of thing.
Right.
We have full complement of ATV, UTV oils over here, and motorcycle oils for both the metric and the V-twins, that sort of thing.
So what would you recommend for a hardcore overlander?
For a hardcore overlander?
Yeah. Toyota 4Runner going off-road crazy. Probably what I'm using.
Well, I would start with the top shelf product right here.
Yep.
For your engine.
Yep.
And I would go over to this area right here, and we talk about the bypass filters because
Yep.
because if you're out and about, if you're overlanding or on an adventure of some kind, last thing you really want to worry about is having to do an oil change. This is what they call a bypass filter. It filters at 2 microns absolute. Our full flow filters filter at 20 microns. So with this, we put this on this particular one. We tee off of the oil sender, and for the demo we turn it back to the oil cap to put it back in the engine. This takes about 10% of the oil, it slows it down, and it filters it very, very fine. So basically...
Can you have this included with your normal filter?
Yes.
Or you're bypassing it?
You
In
use
addition.
this in conjunction with
Okay.
your full flow filter.
Got it.
So then analytically, you're getting a clean oil change every 10 minutes.
I think we need to get one of those in my truck.
So when you're going to Alaska, or if you're taking an adventure to South America or something like that, you don't have to worry about oil changes, because all we do is we change your full flow filter every 20,000 miles.
Right.
And we do oil analysis. We have the kits available.
Perfect.
They're not here right now. We loaned them out, but it's done by an industry standard lab, not in-house at AMSOIL, so you
Right.
have the credibility. You also have information about what's going on inside your engine. It's both a spectral and a chemical analysis.
Right.
And so the first one is a snapshot. After that, you're trending. You're building a trend. And if there's something going on in your engine at the very minuscule scale, you find out about it, you can plan your downtime and get to a mechanic that you can trust rather than having a roadside breakdown, such as head gaskets, turbos, intercoolers, injectors, all of that kind of stuff. You'll find out with an oil analysis. So then you don't worry about changing your oil while you're on the road. You just go on the program, you enjoy your adventure. So that is why I recommend this. Over-the-road truckers use them a lot.
Okay.
I use them. I can actually tell the difference in the way my engine feels when I have the bypass filter on.
That's awesome. I use this gear oil. I use a full synthetic.
Yes.
I've been getting Mike at Wanderlust Overland there in Oregon City. He's been doing all my changes. He's a pro, so if you guys are wanting him to go and do it, you can go to Wanderlust. But he puts in these gear oils.
I would say, because so many of the vehicles here are diesel, the diesel oils right here are probably one of the most important products we have in the booth. When you're talking about soot build up in the engines, the EGR valves are very hard on the oil because they load it up with soot, and then also with the depth regeneration and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's really hard on the oil. And I can't emphasize how important it is to have a quality product in your diesel engine.
Right, exactly. Yeah, tell me about the grease, because I haven't been using their grease, and I need to start using their grease.
Oh man, the grease is amazing.
So which one would you recommend for Southeast Alaska?
For Southeast Alaska, it would be this one right here.
Okay, awesome.
This is probably the most resilient grease that we have.
Okay.
I have a customer who does mobile RV repair, and he goes from Portland, Oregon to the coast twice a month. But with his old grease, he could not put his hand on the wheel bearing hub after he arrived because it would burn his hand. With this, he couldn't leave his hand on there, but he could put his hand on the wheel bearing hub. And so it runs a lot cooler. It's very resilient to water, washout, and that sort of thing.
Perfect.
This one is waterproof grease. If you've got a boat trailer, something like that, this is the product you want to use for that. And then this is a general purpose grease. It's a top shelf product, but it's just not quite as good as this one.
Yeah.
The other thing that I would highly recommend for people that have 2-cycle gear is 100-to-1 2-cycle oil. But 100-to-1, you got different kinds of equipment that takes different mix ratios. We can solve that problem for you.
Okay, I have a question. So I use a steel professional chainsaw, and it's a 50-to-1 mixture. So how do I do a 100-to-1 mixture? I just cut it in half?
Yeah, well, with this is good for 1 gallon at 100-to-1.
Yeah, but the thing is steel recommends 50-to-1. So does that matter?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
We've got car care products.
Okay.
We've got a high foam cleaner. We have an interior detailer. And what's really unique is we have a ceramics coating for the do-it-yourselfer. Now, the professional coatings will last 5 years. This lasts a year. But it doesn't require all of the prep that goes into the professional ceramic coating. So for somebody like me that is going to go out there and abuse my vehicle anyway, this is the product to use.
Gonna have to try that. What's your name?
I'm Fab.
Fab, I'm Austin. Nice to meet you.
Austin. Yeah.
So we're interested in these long-range tanks. Tell us about them.
So these guys been around. So the company is out of Australia. It's called Long Ranger Australia. They've been around since the 70s. And we have tanks for multiple different applications, including 1-ton truck, half-ton, Jeeps and Toyotas.
Right.
Usually for us to go and make a tank, we have to be able to increase the fuel capacity at least by 50%.
Correct.
And that's when we go into production. And at the moment we have them for multiple applications. The Jeep ones are very popular.
How about Toyota 4Runner?
Yeah, with the Toyota 4Runner, there is one in the makes. We haven't, it's not out yet. The reason for that is a bit behind, because for most people they have to take the spare out and put it on the top. So
yeah,
we didn't have that much demand. Now we see more and more demand.
Yeah.
So people are willing to put a bumper or a tire. So we have one in the mix. The tanks are all made of galvanized aluminum. They all have baffles inside to get rid of the sound, the fast movement of the petrol or diesel.
Yep.
This one is a replacement tank for a Toyota Tacoma. It's a plug and play basically. It uses the factory sending unit.
Plug and play.
And so it has a breather, and then our tanks, they all come with an extra canister evap.
Really?
Yes.
Is that the carbon?
Yeah, the carbon evap canister. So that will allow the extra fume to evaporate.
Yeah, exactly.
And so
exactly.
That's one of the benefits that we have. And then for the Jeep application, we offered an HD tank that the bottom plate is a thicker plate. So for people that they want to use it for crawling and going over obstacles and whatnot, it's basically like having an integrated skid plate.
And so this mounts up underneath where the spare tire is, and they have to do a pre-wiring kit?
Yes, so for the replacement ones, you don't have to do anything. You just have to remove this stuff from the factory tank and transfer them over. But with the auxiliary ones, you have to put the pump and transfer pump and do some wiring and put a switch inside.
Yeah, sounds good. Is it a DIY, or do you need to have a custom 4x4 shop do it?
If you're hands-on and you know your way around tools and whatnot, you can do it yourself. We have many customers that we're located out of Vancouver, BC, and we ship many of these down to the US, and some people, they do it even in their driveway. So as long as you know your way around tools and
yeah. So Overlanders, you got it.
Oh, we do, yeah.
Have a good show. Thank you very much. Get Ryan. Your outbox on your phone.
Yeah, come on down and sign up. We got some cool gifts for the kids. Here at the Toyota booth, you can win a Tacoma Trail Hunter and $25,000. Check out our new lineup of trucks, including the Sequoia TRD Offroad, the Tacoma Trail Hunter, the brand new 4Runner, and the Land Cruiser, along with the Tundra. Come and see the five brothers here at the Toyota booth today. It's a perfect day at the Overland Expo 2024. Good morning, everybody. Make sure you come down and see us over here at the Tacoma Trail Hunter, the new 4Runner, the Land Cruiser. We've got it all here at the Toyota booth. You can scan the QR code and get a chance to win the new Tacoma Trail Hunter and $25,000. Also, we got product specialists here to answer a lot of your questions for those Toyota enthusiasts. We've got some small gifts to give you. We've got gifts for the kids. We've got gifts for your dog. Come on down.
100% confirmed. Just saw the car, just saw the man.
You saw the man?
It's right there.
Hey, thanks for coming to the Overland Journal and Expedition Portal booth. We are here at the 2024 Overland Expo Pacific Northwest show.
Yeah.
And we are showcasing Overland Journal, which is our print and digital publication. We publish this 5 times a year, and it contains everything from epic adventure stories and overlanding products and principles to big gear reviews. We do quite extensive gear reviews that the articles last 10 to 20 pages. We do laboratory testing for a lot of them. We don't do any paid editorial, so everything's genuine, real editorial where we give our opinion, which is based on about 20 years of publishing and a whole lot more travel than that. Our team has circumnavigated the globe about 4 times, both on land and a lot of ocean travel as well. So then that carries over to our expeditionportal.com, where we publish daily content, 3 to 5 new articles every day. We have a classified section for vehicles. And then we do the Overland Journal podcast, which publishes every Thursday. And we do a classified email that publishes once a week and a standard newsletter that publishes once a week. And then you can also check out our YouTube channel with expeditionportal.com. And that's quite a few things. We've got 5 or 6 channels for people to enjoy. Everything is based on vehicle-supported adventure travel. So, yeah, be sure to check it out. It's Overland Journal and expeditionportal.com. Thank you guys for coming by the booth. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, so hey Austin.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good, mate. Good to see you, and thanks for swinging by. So, I know we've been talking about our Outback shower. I'll just take you through some of the features of it, right? So it's a pretty unique little unit, particularly for the American market. We've been doing this in Australia for almost 15 years now. This is the 3rd generation of development. So, Outback shower, fully self-contained, fully portable hot water unit. It has an onboard rechargeable lithium battery. It's gas powered using just the pound bottle, or you can connect it to a bulk if you have the hose connection for that.
Only bulk.
Only bulk, yeah, where the part of the world you're in, you're bulking. So super simple operation. You've got a brushless pump here. You find your source of water, you find a bucket, a jerry can, river, lake, whatever you want to do, drop it in there. If you are in a river or lake, little wire gauze filter here to keep whatnot, drop it in. 2-stage operation process. You hit the power button, and on the unit here it's going to tell you the inlet temperature of the water going in, and we have made it Fahrenheit. We're talking that language, which is not as simple as you'd think. And then we're going to show you what the outlet temperature is. So if I hit start on the unit, that unit's going to start pumping water straight away. You can hear the electronic ignition.
Yeah, the pump.
Yeah, or the ignition now. So
ignition, so it's flaming.
Yep, that's flaming, so the flame's on. You can turn that up. You'll see that water temperature rise pretty quickly. That's north of 100 degrees now and climbing 107.
Okay, let's check. Guys, this morning I had an awesome shower. They provided showers for free for all us premium campers and overlanders. I'll tell you what, I'm getting one of these. I can't get it up on the Alaska trip this year because I'm too late for it, but I'm going to get one at the Colorado show, and I'll start including this in my show.
So A-Man, here's one of the cool features we've got, and it took a long time in development for us. So if you are using this in a shower situation, if you're in one of our shower tents, which I'll take you through in a moment, and you want to conserve water, bearing in mind this unit's going to pump about half a gallon of water per minute. So a 5-gallon bucket, 10-minute shower, or 10 minutes worth of running water.
So in other words, for my wife, 450 gallons.
I don't endorse that comment. I'm just a simple salesman. And so yeah, so you're in the shower, you're conserving water, get in, wet yourself, turn it off at the shower head, you can lather up and get yourself ready, not going to pump any sort of water. And then when you're ready to rinse off, simply turn it back on at the shower head. You'll hear that reignite at the unit, so you're straight back into hot water as well.
Just like a boat shower.
Spot on. Spot on. So that's the unit, guys. There's not a lot of rocket science.
And so, I'll tell you one thing, that was so simple this morning. I felt like I was in a regular shower. I mean, convenience.
And what we've done is we've taken the concept and we've really thought about how people are going to use it. So firstly, for us at Kakadu, every product we make is always going to be complementary to the master product. So down on the side of the shower tent, we've got a little kick out here. That's the spot where your shower is going to sit. So if you consider when you're using a shower unit, sometimes you might need to get to the unit. That means you're going to have to get out of the tent, be nude or wrap a towel around you, whatever the case is. It's not ideal. We've got this kick out so you can access the unit from within the tent, but keep it dry and out of the way of the shower as well.
Okay.
The tent itself, we call it a fast frame tent. It's a fully integrated steel frame, so it's up 3 minutes for the first time you're trying, and once you've got it under your belt a few times, 1 minute tops. Really quick and easy up. Packs down really small, so a really nice compact pack down, quite lightweight as well. Inside the unit itself, we've really thought about how you're going to use these tents, right? So we're talking about You need a place for your toiletries, you need a place for your towel, you don't want your towel to get wet, so we're putting waterproof covers over the towels. We've got towel racks, and importantly we've got LED lighting integrated into the unit as well. So you can scroll through on various modes there on the lighting. We're incorporating our blockout technology, which is a simple dark coating underpass we're putting on the underside of the fly. Typically in our tent series, we're going to be talking about blocking heat, blocking light, but in a situation like this, in a shower tent, it's actually going to block your silhouette. So if you're showering at night, you've got a light inside, you're not going to see that silhouette coming through on the underside, which is a pretty common issue in camping, right? So yeah, look, we've tried to think of everything and attack every which way you're going to be doing this. It's got a removable floor, it's got a toilet roll holder if you want to use it as a potty tent, and the key feature in terms of this is you can get it away from your campsite, you can get it away from your vehicle, keep your camp area dry and keep it free of smell.
Dude, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I have a few questions that everybody's going to ask. What is the show special if they come to a show?
Yeah, so if you come into the show, brand new product for us, we're giving it 20% off.
Okay.
So you'll get it sub $200, I think it's $159.20.
For the shower?
For the shower.
And for the unit?
And for the unit, we're giving a 10% off on show special. So that's down from
awesome.
$499 and it's $450 with change.
Right on. And you guys will be at the Colorado Expo?
Our dealers will be, and we'll also be doing the shower activation for all the campers, so come and check us out, get a free shower in the mornings or the evenings, and you can try out the product yourselves.
These guys have been wonderful. We've been at the Flagstaff, this one, there's showers everywhere, and we give them a full thank you.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much.
Yep.
My name's Connor Jackson, CEO and founder of the mounting company. So we build quick release mounts for hard cases, duffel bags, anything really you want. Our goal, we brought this product in from the racing world. So we've been utilizing them in trophy trucks for the last 12 years or so. The mounting company is only about a year old. What we did was we took our design from trophy trucks, made them more universal, improved them a little bit, hence some of the materials we chose. Aircraft grade aluminum, titanium, everything's hard anodized, so you won't have any issues with powder coat failing or anything like that, and kind of just give a really high quality universal platform to build off of.
Right.
So you want to check one out?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, come on over here. So kind of see over here on the wall, you can mount any kind of case, duffel bag, like it said. What you do is you have your mount plate. Your internal plate goes in whatever item you're mounting. You can also build off this plate if you want to get creative. We've had people mount Dometic refrigerators, we've had people mount propane tanks, really anything you can think of. Keep the gasket, we have a gasket, goes inside the case, keeps everything watertight, waterproof. And then what we did was we utilized dimple dies as a key. It's our patented design where they align into each other to help it self-align quicker, but also when you get your pin in, we're not relying on the pin for anything other than holding this front edge down. Because what happens is the dimple dies try to walk up out of each other, and it cams in this back ledge. So in this orientation, weight's not an issue. When it's horizontal, the more weight you put on it, the stronger the design gets.
Right.
So it would definitely hold.
This is how you're sizing them. They got medium, plus, medium, large, extra large. That's fantastic. It's pretty simple.
So we have 7 sizes. We go from small to triple XL.
Right.
Give everyone kind of a
So what's the max weight limit on this?
U.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Max weight limit on that?
U.
Perfect. So that makes that simple. Fantastic.
I think that's a simple answer where it's, you could throw 200, 300, 400 pounds on it, but like realistically, how much are we going to carry?
I'm 300 pounds.
We'll throw you on one.
Right on. No, this is pretty badass.
Now I'd love to hear some of what you've got going on. I know you were just saying you do a lot of adventures, expedition stuff, a lot of mapping.
Yeah.
Could you see these being utilized in your world? I mean, you have a lot of gear.
Camera gear.
Yep.
Camera gear. Yeah. On the outside of the rig.
Yeah, check this out. So this Condition 1 case.
Oh. And you guys, does it come with this? Is there
the Condition 1 case, yeah. That comes with this case setup.
And you're selling the cases and the inserts?
Nope.
Nope.
That's all through Condition 1.
Condition 1?
Yes.
Okay.
And then here's another cool feature. So if you have a corresponding mount to base plate, they're all interchangeable.
So you can put a large with a medium with it?
No.
Oh.
So let's say you have different gear, different cases.
Oh, gotcha.
But you have one base plate.
Gotcha.
You can change it out. So.
And is this pin up here for a lock?
Yep, lockable.
Right on.
Yes, sir.
Dude, are you going to be at the Colorado show?
Absolutely.
Do you know your booth number already?
Not off the top of my head, but it'll be the same exact booth setup and everything.
If you guys are going to the Colorado Overland Expo, this gentleman will be there. If you guys are interested in this product, I'll tell you right now, I only interview top product. So take a look at it. I'm probably going to be putting some of this on my rig on one of my adventures and testing it out for myself. And I'll let you know how I like it. It's very obvious. They've been in the business for a while and they know what they're doing. Doesn't look like there's a failure point anywhere to me.
I need a bunch of them.
Yeah.
You'll like this one. So this case right here,
I have cases that look like that.
Went through a crash on one of the race trucks.
Yep.
And so I told him, I'm like, hey, listen, I need that case for display. And then we've started beating it up. I mean, there's a video on Instagram where we threw it out of a vehicle doing 50, 60 to show that, like, yeah, it's got some scratches, but
it still
works great.
The key is it works.
Yep. So this one, before you pick it up, that's an actual toolkit in one of the trophy trucks, and those usually are mounted under our legs. And so I went through a couple big crashes, so pick that thing up. So you're talking about weight.
20 pounds.
It's like 32.
Really?
You're that strong.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
32 pounds?
Yeah. 32 pounds.
When I picked that up, guys, I didn't notice a lopsiding weight, so the things are pretty light. And let me see, you've seen me doing it with one hand, and that was 32 pounds.
Yep.
It's well built. Man, that's solid.
Yeah, you haven't been in it?
They're light. The full mount's, I think, like 2.4 pounds.
Okay. Give me an idea of the smallest one. What are you selling them for at the show? So,
full retail, $250, $249 for the small, up to the triple XL over here is $340.
340. Dude, that's huge. 340. Dude, that's a pretty good deal for all that engineering.
Yeah. All the pins are titanium. And
is this a stamped product?
No, this is all laser cut.
Okay.
And then formed and everything. And then, like I said, titanium pin. If you guys are metallurgists and everything, a 17.7 spring, stainless, heat treated. It could literally live on a submarine and it would be completely fine.
Cool. Well, thank you for your time.
Pleasure.
And anybody that wants to get something like this and look closer at it, he will be at the Colorado Expo in Loveland. Look for him there. His name is?
Connor Jackson, yes.
Connor Jackson, and you are the owner?
Yes, sir.
The owner? Are you the one that designed it?
Yes.
Yep. Anyways, check him out, guys. Pretty awesome product.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming by our booth here at Overland Expo in Redmond, Oregon. My name's Tyler from Guzzle H2O, and we're showing everybody our portable water purifier. This is called the Stream. It throw the pre-filter in any lake, river, any freshwater source, and you just hit the button and it'll pump and filter and purify your water. Got some air in it here, but it's gonna get going.
There it goes.
There it goes. So,
holy cow! Look how fast that is.
It does 3/4 of a gallon a minute. It does 35 gallons on a battery charge. Inside the box, so it pulls the water through a sediment pre-filter, and then it runs through a carbon filter, which is a 0.5 micron solid activated carbon block filter. And then it goes through an LED UV that kills bacteria, protozoa, and viruses. It's got a water pump, and then it all runs on its own lithium battery. So you charge it up, it runs for 50 minutes, and you get 35 gallons of clean drinking water.
And it takes how many minutes to charge that up?
Takes a couple hours to charge it up. You can charge it up on any 12-volt socket, and it's ready to go in a couple hours.
Dude, that's fantastic. So how many gallons did you say again that we could do off one charge?
So it does 35 gallons per battery charge. Fills up like a 5-gallon jerry can in 7 minutes.
So that's perfect. So what we do, like in Alaska, we're doing about 5 gallons a day for 2 guys.
So this is great if you're out boondock camping and you want to resupply on water. You don't have to head back to town. You can have great tasting water out of any lake, river, any freshwater source.
And this is the replacement filter. It's carbon.
That's the replacement filter. It's a 0.5 micron carbon filter. We've got some accessories to make this whole kit work better. We've got a long outlet hose that you use to pump water over to your vehicle so you can park a safe distance from the water. We've got an upgrade pre-filter called the Guide, which is protects your carbon filter if you got high sediment water, like if it's brown, you can't see through it, you want to use this.
Sometimes up in Alaska, we do a lot of that glacial silt water. That would be ideal for that. If you guys are going up to Alaska and you get some of that glacial silt, you need this filter.
For sure, yeah. Glacial silt is a tough one, but yeah, the Guide will take care of that. And then we've got a gear bag to
dude, that's a nice bag.
Hold all the hoses that you need and the accessories.
Rip stop, that's nice.
So,
man, it's a full kit.
Yeah.
Durable. Dude, this is sweet.
So if you've got onboard water system, like with a water tank and a galley, we've got a bunch of built-in systems over here we can show
you. I have one question for you.
Okay.
How many gallons before I replace the filter?
So the filter goes for 1,000 gallons or 6 months. And you just need to change the carbon filter. The UV component is rated for 10,000 hours. It is maintenance free. No bulbs to change in there, so it just runs.
And so how much are these cartridges for refills?
So the refill cartridges are $28.
28 bucks. That's
it's
not
a
bad.
Standard size. You can find it anywhere in the world. We have a favorite formulation that we know works the best, but it is a standard size.
So for us in the overlanding business up there in Alaska, I would probably change this once a summer, if not twice a summer. So I think I'd probably carry a spare in case something happened. And everything on this thing looks like super simple. Here's the sizes if you guys want to know what the size is. Dude, this is awesome. And how much is this unit here?
Retail price on the stream is $9.95.
Right, and if they come to a show and they add a show, is there a show special?
At the show special, we're doing a free upgrade to some of the accessories.
That's pretty good for an awesome product. Okay, let's check out some of the other gear, because this is the one that we will be using up in Alaska, everybody, and we'll be putting it through its paces. But after all the reviews, you know me, I only use the top quality stuff, and this is the one I chose from Alaska Expedition, and I wanted to make sure I contacted these guys personally in the booth, so you'll be seeing it on my Alaska Expedition. And you guys, I'll take you through the whole thing and you'll see how convenient it is. You have to get one for yourself.
So if you have an adventure vehicle with an onboard water tank and a galley, like where you got a faucet on the sink, you want to install our stealth system, because it will fix the bad taste that your tank might, or the plumbing in the vehicle might give your water. The UV provides an insurance policy that nothing is going to grow in your tank, like bacteria or mildew, that's going to make you sick. So you just plumb this on the cold water line of your faucet, and it filters and purifies your water. So it does up to 2.2 gallons a minute. Takes, gross looking green water like that and turns it clear.
That's pretty good.
Form factors of the Stealth model to fit different adventure vehicles. These two are really popular with vans. If you've already got an existing galley that's built out, you want to use the Flex 5, because you can configure it to fit any installation scenario. If you got a bigger vehicle, you might look at one of the 10-inch models that's got more carbon filtration for bigger tanks. We've got a residential model if you want to build it into your home. And for like expedition scale vehicles, we've got the Stealth 2x10, which adds a big pre-filter to the carbon filter and then still has the UV. We also offer just the carbon filter on its own. If you just want to tune up the taste of your water, it's already safe. You can use the carbon filter to get chemicals and bad taste out of your water. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Come check them out at the expo. Are you going to be in Colorado?
Well, unfortunately, we're not. But
which one are you going to be at next? These guys are going to be at some other shows. If you guys want to get them for your expeditions or your overlanding travels this summer, he's going to tell us where he's going to be so you can get your own in person.
So next stop on our summer tour of shows, we're going to be at the Adventure Van Expo up in Enumclaw, Washington. And then also...
What's the dates of that?
The date of that is September 7th and 8th, I believe.
Okay.
And then...
And the name of that expo?
Is the Adventure Van Expo.
Okay.
And then we will be at another Adventure Van Expo in Ventura in October. And I'm not exactly certain what day that is, but it's in October. You can also find all of our stuff online at guzzleh2o.com. And we work really hard to keep everything in stock, so it's all ready to ship out when you need it. So come visit us there as well.
Okay. I'm going to be in the Loveland Expo for Overland Expo over there in Colorado, and I'll be there in about 6 weeks after my expedition. And if you guys want to come by my truck and see the unit and see how it survived the trip, and I can explain some stuff, you can sit down with me if you're interested. I have an affiliate link, and you can grab your stuff from there. You're supposed to be up north.
I know, I'm supposed to be right here.
Oh! Where are you headed next? Secret.
I don't know.
Me neither. Oh, I leave Thursday to Alaska.
Nice.
That's a 180 awning that eyeballing it without a tape measure, I think would fit on the back of the canopy.
On your power wagon.
On the power wagon, yeah.
Is that hydraulic or gear?
Yeah, engine electric.
It's badass.
It is cool. I get some fun with it. I've got some pneumatic rams, but that would
This is the new upgrade right here.
Well, Austin, this is the new Kabari XL, and what we did to make this thing a little bit different, and there's a few parts that we learned on the previous model. First one was the mattress was too small. It wasn't big enough. We didn't think about it. It was only 75 inches long, where now we made the mattress 80 inches long. We're now 49 inches wide. We were 42 or 43. So we made it wider and longer. And by putting the X frame at the back that you can see back there, gives the feeling that the actual whole thing's actually 5 inches. So if you're 5'9", 5'10", you're going to fit in the 3.0 really well. If you're over 6'3" or 6'4", you would have trouble in that because your feet are going to hit where the wedge comes up at the back. So by putting the X that comes up, gives that feeling that you've got a bigger tent in a smaller footprint. So that's the main differences that we learned from that. A few little changes we made. We put zipper flaps on the outside. We know the water's going to come in, so we put a little drain in there, so the water doesn't get caught in this corner. It's actually got somewhere to dribble out. So you see that at all the doors, somewhere to dribble out. So the screen's on the outside, so you've got control of the light from the inside, but water getting in there, if it gets inside, it's got somewhere to go. So we thought about all those little parts.
That's 23.0 for you.
There we go, made better.
Yes.
The other part that we did make a bit of a difference to is we know that shitty weather, bad weather, not so good weather, inclement weather, there's the word we're looking for, we want a little bit of airflow to come through. So by putting the windows out to the side, allows us to crack the window at the top, just that ever so slight, so you get that crossflow ventilation through. So this thing's got zippers at all four corners. So it's got windows in the front and the back and the side. So if you want airflow on that hot summer night, this is the
like Thursday night.
Yeah. Thursday night's a good example.
I had all my windows open.
There we go. There we go.
On top of my sleeping bag.
There we go.
I wasn't in it. Yeah, I actually, for airflow, I even actually unzipped, because when you unzip one of the screens, you actually get, it acts like a filter. So if you want a lot of airflow and there's no bugs, pull the zipper down, you get some mass airflow. So this actually gives you an insulating factor, I found out.
Yep. Now we kept the LST. That's legendary.
Yep.
You've experienced it now, so you know what it's like. You'll actually sleep better in that thing because it removes all visible light, not just the blue light.
Dude, I almost didn't wake up for the show today because I heard a dog barking outside, and then I unzipped and I realized it was full light, and I'm like, oh no,
it's 9 o'clock. Oh no. Yeah, it's time to go. Yeah, that's not the first time we'll do. Certainly the last time we'll hear that. And the other nice part about this is it's now the Eco 13B fabric, so it's a full recycled polyester. So we've got a green message as well as being more abrasive, more mold resistant. It's actually good for the environment. It takes PET bottles out of landfill, makes it into something cool.
Right on. And you guys will be at the Colorado Expo?
We will. We are going to be front and center, same as every year. We'll have the booth replicates over and over, so the folks from Colorado get exactly the same experience as what the folks from Pacific Northwest and the folks from Flagstaff and again in Virginia. Same booth every time. So if you want to come out and see what makes 23-0 made better, come to all the shows. Like Austin, all of them.
All of them.
You would remove this line.
Thank you. Who are you?
I am Travis with Raxbrax. So we are here today selling our quick release awnings at the Overland Expo. So you can take your shower, your awning, whatever you want. If you're just have a daily driver that you just take out on the weekends, you take the Raxbrax, mount it to your awning, take it off. Let's do a quick demonstration.
Yeah.
All right, I'm Travis with Raxbrax. We're part of 23-0. We created a quick release system for your awnings, your showers, so that if you're a weekend camper like myself, or take your awning to, let's say, swim meets. My daughter's an awesome swimmer, and we like to set up outside, but I don't like having my expensive awning hanging off my truck in the Texas heat. I take it completely off, store it in the garage, and it's pretty simple and easy to use. So you basically take this kit right here, you're gonna mount this to your awning, you're gonna unlock your system, pull a pin, and then your awning's attached to this and pops off nice and easy.
Dude, that's slick.
So then,
what material is this made out of?
This is a nylon filled or glass filled nylon or polymer.
And how much?
We have different kits available. So we have the HD, which is available for smaller awnings, shower enclosures. And then we have the XD, which is for your big 270 and 180.
180, like this is perfect 180 back awning.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
this is the mounting system for it.
So this is the mounting system for it. So when you undo your pins, you just give a quick lift and lift.
And then, even I can do that.
And then when this will stay on your rig, you'll have a blank that covers up the hardware.
That's easy.
And locks it back up.
This is a DIY.
It is.
We all can do it.
Set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it. Sounds good.
This booth yesterday, they were offering coffee. It's Vietnamese.
Premium instant Vietnamese.
Everything you need in one little jar. Your creamer, your sugar, your coffee, everything's in this one little jar. Sealed up, drop it in your backpack, just add hot water. It's actually really good coffee. And leaves a nice foam on top, almost like a pressed espresso. But it's a fantastic coffee, and I had to come back and say hi.
Thank you.
Tell us more about your product, because I had some of Josh's fixed up coffee this morning. I found out all he did was put 3 scoops in my cup. So I have to come get some. So I want to know where all this good stuff is. This is the guy we're going to work with. You guys got to check this out. This is like a drug almost. This is really good.
Regulated. We're premium instant Vietnamese coffee. Our beans are Vietnamese Robusta beans straight from Vietnam. And we have 2 blends right now, just our 3-in-1, which is your coffee, cream, and sugar. And then we have our salted, which is a hint of salt in the creamer.
That's what I had this morning, and it was fantastic.
Right now at the expo, we just have jars are about 100 grams, and they're about 6 servings per jar, and it takes about 3 teaspoons to 3 ounces of hot boiling water, and you're good to go.
So it's pretty sealed, so you just break the seal, you're good to go. And how many cups can you get out of this, you were saying?
6 servings.
6 servings?
3 teaspoons each to 1 serving.
This stuff is amazing. What's the show special?
It was 2 for $5, and then we sold out pretty much everything. We're down to these last probably 10 right here, the salted. We sold out the 3-in-1s already, and right now they're 1 jar for $3, 1 per customer.
That tells you something. We're on Saturday, the second day of the show, and they're sold out.
It's still a good deal.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm walking away with a couple of them.
Yeah, so also we do have our pre-sale going on the website right now. It's going to be a box of a 32 count of the instant mix of individual sleeves.
Heritage 1857 coffee. And then
that pre-sale will go out probably by August.
I will be ordering a lot of this.
Now the instant coffee, I'm going to try that when I'm on my Alaska trip. Hopefully I'm going to get some of that. I think it'll be on my second Alaska trip because it's still in. When is that going to come available?
By August. Earliest July, but most likely August.
check us out on our website. We have other merchandise.
Okay, you gotta put it on now. There you go.
Don't need to say anything, it's Benchmade. That's all we use. We love our Benchmade.
Hi, I'm Ross at Day Lodge. We invent products, innovative products for the outside of your vehicle. This is the Airhaven awning. This is the lightest weight awning in the entire marketplace. It weighs 5.8 pounds, packs down to nothing. The awning itself uses a stand-up paddle board. Once you use a stand-up paddle pump, it's a high volume pump. You inflate this to 8 PSI. I haven't found a vehicle that I can't attach this to. The wind can come up and just beat this thing around all day long, and there's nothing to break. I can stake it down. I've got walls that I can put onto it, which make it super, super versatile to be able to create shade coming from different angles. We learned putting this particular awning up onto vehicles in the overland space that we wanted a table underneath it, but we saw nothing in the dedicated table with all the organization. There's a lot of bins in this market, but we did what we call Workspace. Workspace is a dedicated organization with a cutting board built into it. This particular bag literally stows away. I can put my 1 pound green propane tanks into it. I've got, right now, I've got my paper towels in here. I can put my stove into it. All my knives, I got the Goso cookware, a carbon steel pan in it.
Still a work in progress.
And I can stow it away. I've got hanging accessories that I can come and I can put it onto truck beds so I can create quick outdoor space. I can hang it onto doors over here. You can see this one right here. We've got that one set up with you can actually open the door.
Right? Yeah. That's slick. You can still open the door.
You can still open the door. We also have built into the top of the bag, so any type of factory racks, like Subaru Outbacks have been a huge hit for this. I can just hang off of a factory rack, and it creates that quick space. Yep. These are pretty sturdy. I can prep on this. I can serve from this. Pretty much all I need is a cooler and a stove. And what we learned by using this bag is we wanted to have the cooler into it. We now have what we're calling Workspace Overland. Workspace Overland is all the accessories that I need for the day pack into the bag. So I've got the cooler, I've got dry storage, I got my stove. Then we thought, well, we're gonna go there. We like to use it for our toolkit. We're always mechanicking around, we're always fiddling with stuff. And so we've got right here, this one's set up, we call it Bike Mechanic. We have a new We have a new tray coming out. We've got a tool panel right here. And so it's like I can actually work on stuff on this particular table. This makes it really super handy for me to create a quick mechanic station.
Right.
Just when I'm in the field.
That looks awesome.
Another thing that we like is we're finding is a lot of digital guys are out in the field like you, content creators. So we can set this thing up completely as a remote office. So I can put my laptop into the sleeves rather than plates, and I can set this up. The Lion Energy 10 watt right here can power my stuff, and I can put my laptop right here, and I've got a stand-up desk. I can come off with any type of slider doors with the vinyl coated flat hooks. And then we've got one coming off here. We make what are called flex mounts. Flex mounts are 3M VHB. These have 80 pounds of shear and 70 pounds of tensile. Super strong. Yeah.
Good night.
I'll show these to you. There's nothing else in the marketplace. We got the Guzzle H2O set up right here. Literally all you're going to do is put this into a stream.
We're sponsored by Guzzle H2O.
There you go. So you put this into a stream, and all of a sudden you've got you're filling up your bottles right here.
Check this out, guys.
So this is the Stealth. The Guzzle Stealth fits right into the workspace table bag. Workspace because there's a lot of applications. It's super versatile. Here are the flex mounts. These things again, showing you kind of just how strong they are. These flex mounts right here are just versatile. You can hang stuff, we hang cords from it. We can do all types of stuff on the outside of vehicles when we're in the field to be able to lash stuff down.
That's awesome. And how much are these retailing for?
These are going on our website, I think, for 30 bucks. We got a show special for 20.
That's awesome. What was your name?
My name's Russ at Day Lodge.
And are you going to be at the Colorado show?
We might. We're looking at it. We're selling so much product right now that it looks like
that's a horrible problem.
Yeah. So we're wanting to be there, but we're already dwindling on inventory. We're hoping to get to our next round.
You know what you do? Come with no inventory. Just come with.
We're pre-selling right now our Overland Again's version of the workspace bag. It's going to come with all these accessories like the tool, the tray for the toolbox, the little cooler that comes into it, some dry storage. So we are doing a pre-sale right now. That pre-sale is going to drop second week of August, and that'll be about 40% off of our retail price for the bag.
And then guys, we got to get them to the Overland Expo in Colorado or Loveland, the West show. Hopefully he'll go there and you guys can check out his product. You'll have to do orders, but it's worth waiting. This stuff's pretty badass.
Thanks, man. Again, I'm Russ at Day Lodge. You can find us at daylodge.com. We'll see you out there.
Thanks.
Staying busy? Get better light on that thing now.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Trade. Richard from Freedom Recovery Gear, here to introduce our Thompson pulley block. His friends call him a Tommy block. This is our new proprietary design, lightweight, high-strength composite pulley block. It features soft shackle rigging through the offset slot in the axle. If you look in really closely, we've got some really good markings that tell you the angle vector multipliers as well as the degrees. It already is pre-strung with a rated soft shackle. So we got a 52,500 pound work minimum brake strength on this with a 13,100 pound working load limit with a package that only weighs about just over 3 pounds. So really lightweight. You can carry two.
That's like 1/4 the weight of a normal one.
Yeah, you can carry 2 or 3 of these compared to one regular pulley block. So that's a really great product. That's ours. We've got some other products. We do winch line extensions. We're from Canada and we make all our rope products are made in Canada from Canadian made rope. We splice all our winch lines, extensions, as well as our soft shackles. We make really great soft shackles. We conform to industrial ratings on our soft shackles where you've got working load limits and minimum brake strengths. And we've got really good sized soft shackles. We make them from 1/8 inch all the way up to 3/4 inch. So we've got what you need to fit your needs. We make some really great recovery kits that are appropriate, and you can pick from a 6,000 pound GVW, 8,500, 12,000, 14,500. Kinetic ropes, those are all made in Canada as well, and custom gear bags. So we've got a good assortment of product. We've been in business for about 5 years in Canada, and we do all our rope actually splicing in-house. So we're not selling somebody else's product, we're building the products we want to use when we're out on the trail and make them the size that we want to use. So when you use a soft shackle, you can see the throat of the soft shackle has good space in it, so when you put ends of a strap through there or you're rigging gear, there's enough room that you don't have to trip over yourself. You know, we leave our tags out for when you purchase it, but once you get it, you can take it and you can stuff it underneath the included chafe cards. So now that label's out of the way, but you can refer to it anytime you need.
And it's made out of super strong stuff. I was pulling on mine last night. How this all evolved is I walked by his booth and I was talking to Ozark Overland, and he recommended them, so I came by and looked at it, and guess what happened? I bought basically the whole kit, and now I'm going to go ahead and do an interview on it, which you just seen, and I'm going to start using his stuff.
Awesome. So thanks for coming by. We got a couple other cool things.
Let's see them.
So we make a really great tire repair kit. One of the things that's unique about our kit is it comes in a soft-sided bag. It comes with 40 plugs in here. 20 of them are 4-inch and 20 of them are 8-inch. It comes with all the tools you need to repair your tires. There's a big pack of plugs.
Don't have to buy extra.
Don't have to buy extra. You can see
look at that.
The handles that we use are one of the nicest in the industry. Oops, I should have opened this before you came by. See if I can not drop it.
Oh, that's pretty impressive. You didn't drop anything.
Beautiful cast handles. So when you're pushing in your tire plug, it doesn't dig into your hand. One thing I can tell you about tire repair kits, do not use the tire repair kit on off-road tires if the handle is made of plastic. The metal piece, when you push on them, can go through it and go into your hand. What else do we got in here? We've got standard lubricant. We've got some valve stems. We got a little great valve core repair kit, so it's got a bunch of...
That's really nice to have.
That's $25 worth of stuff that when you don't have it, it is worth, you know, being sidelined on the road.
$1,300 pullout.
There you go. Nice pair of needle nose pliers. And when have you ever seen a valve stem insertion tool in a tire repair kit?
I haven't.
There you go. What else we got? A cutter and a reamer, and
so this is your cutting fluid.
Yeah. And then if you look in this kit, you also get an extra reamer and extra plug insertion tool.
That's first.
So if you ever do break one, and you shouldn't never because they are strong, but if you do, then you're not sidelined.
Right on.
Let's go over here. We've got
I'm interested in this kinetic, man.
Well, I want to talk about this first.
Let's do it.
So we've got a tire deflator, rapid tire deflator. You can see our chrome plated stem, extra long on this end, more knurling in the middle, and on the end. This is what most have.
Yep.
And for big fat fingers, it's just not big enough.
Dude, that's a lot bigger. That's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, bigger's better for...
Bigger's better.
Your hands don't hurt.
When you got beadlock tires in that, or lips on your tires, it fits a lot better.
And I use APAC valves, and I'm beadlocked.
Yeah. Glow-in-the-dark gauge face, which is really...
Glow-in-the-dark?
Yeah. Oops, sorry. And when you're using it, if this is on the tire, the gauge is the right way around, so you don't have to twist it.
Finally.
So simple.
Right?
You want to talk about...
I want kinetic, man. I want to talk kinetic.
Okay. We got kinetic ropes from little stuff from like 4,000 pounds for big side-by-side, 6,000 pounds for Subarus. This is a 7/8 tugger rope. It's got a minimum brake strength of 26,000 plus pounds. So working load limit about 8,500 pounds, good for a 1/2-inch truck. And if that's not big enough for you, come on over here.
Power wagon size.
We've got an 1.1 inch for a 3/4 ton single wheel or a 1-ton single wheel. It's an 1.1 inch with a 36,000 pound minimum brake strength. And if that's not big enough, we do 1.25 inch all the way up to 2.5 inches as well.
They got us all covered.
Soft shackles to match all your applications up to 3/4 inch.
So I'm going to be changing my winch line to, you said 7/16, because
7/16,
and I'm using 3/8, so I'm going to be purchasing some stuff.
Awesome. If you're down around the expo this week, we got some excellent deals, and come by and see us and talk to us about your recovery gear needs.
Perfect. Are you going to be at any more expos this year?
I am not going to be at any of the expos in the US. I've got a bunch of events in Canada, in British Columbia in a couple weeks. And then in August, I'm in Expo North in Ontario.
So if you guys want to find them, look those up. Go check it out. Good stuff. Ozark Overland also uses it. I'm using it now. This is going to be the thing.
Awesome. Thanks for coming by, guys.
You bet.
Yeah.
There it is. That's a thing. That's one.
How's it going, man?
Nice camera. See you later.
A little beaver on this.
Oh, sure. Really cool. Thanks. Yep.
People are just handing stuff out, guys. You got to go to an expo. You get like swag.